nodes for 1,600 turbo fuel per minute, which is 50,000 megawatts. That ought to do us, I would think.
At least for a good long while.
We're currently at like 11 with a basic fuel and basic coal power plant. So the alternative is to try and rush for nuclear. Which I think we're gonna hear a lot of fuse sounds if we try and do that. Because we're just gonna have to like turn everything off. And
right.
Yeah, like right now we have almost 12,000 available, and we're using a good chunk of it. Our maximum consumption is over what we can make, and our current consumption is like 3/4 of it. So, yeah.
Is the server online?
The server is online. I'm playing on it. So.
Have credentials changed?
It has updated because the client is updated, so you may need to put in the password again. But it should be accessible in the same place. Let me, let's see. Is it just saying the server's offline?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, I have all of the credentials pinned in the chat, so I'm just gonna
Yeah, it may be that because I know our internet has gone out since we played last, so maybe that the IP address and our network connection has also changed. That would make it not break.
Server name pending. The IP address does not appear to work properly.
Okay, so if you put in, oh no, that's not gonna work. I will send you an updated IP address.
Okie dokes. What is Kelly up to?
I do know that she is heating her coffee. She is dressed and is heating her coffee. Okay. Yes, new IP address, Udis. The rest of the stuff should be the same.
Add. Paste. Confirm.
I could probably set up a way to... Because the IP address for like the Foundry server, we're using a DNS name, and that record is being updated automatically in the script.
Hello.
So I could probably make that work for this as well, but I'll figure that out later.
Hi, Kelly.
How are we?
We are vibing.
Excellent.
It does not like that IP address either. Server name pending. Not authenticated. Let me restart my game. See if that changes anything.
Oh. Nope, that's my bad.
I'm ready for this.
I copied the wrong address.
I see.
It's .12, not .1. .1 is Comcast's router.
I see. Okay.
Yes. The
my server. Confirm.
YouGetSignal.com says the port is open. So
yes.
Okay, cool.
Authenticate. Password. Confirm. Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Things function.
We're overcoming problems and challenges already. Look, let's go.
Yeah, we are what Ada needs us to be.
Colin has joined the game.
Uh-oh.
I think it typically does that, but we'll see if you have any of your things.
If not, life will go on.
We'll figure something out.
I have a baseball bat.
Okay.
I appear to have all the things that I vaguely remember having, and I am sitting in the corner I remember sitting in.
Okay, that sounds excellent.
Am I sat across from you?
That's a good question. Are you sat across from me? I don't see you sat across from me.
Oh, I thought
I was sitting next to the trash.
Yeah, in like a little corner.
Yeah.
I think you've played since then, Kelly.
Oh, maybe.
So we've got our resources coming in over here. So yeah, I'm gonna get just basic aluminum going. I'm gonna bring in 200 bauxite per minute, um, water, coal, copper. I'm using some alternates. I immediately got the alternate recipes I needed when I started researching alternate recipes after progressing the milestones.
Fuck
So,
yeah.
yeah,
That's always such a good feeling. Just like, oh my god, it fucking functions.
yeah. And then there's always the time when you're like, I just need one alternate recipe to make this entire factory work, and it's like, ah, yes, bio coal.
Yeah. I like lights. They're
I
pretty.
changed the like warm natural lighting color slightly. I think it looks a little better. It was too yellow before. So
No, it's fine.
I
I-
haven't like I'm sure there's a hex code for what color the sunlight is that you could like find somewhere.
Right, and then just make it that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put a light by our dump so that
Fantastic.
it just looks a little bit more official. Oh, Kelly's dying.
She stood up.
Trains. I love
Yeah.
trains.
There are trains all over the place. Kelly helped me set up some of the like routes between the factories in that area. And they could absolutely be expanded to other factories that are over there. Yeah, I guess quick status check. We have crystal oscillators and heavy modular frames. They're marked on the map if you want to go check them out. I upgraded the rotor factory to more than double its output. So I'm not even using all the iron there. The main constraint was space. But I needed that for some of the space elevator parts. All the machines that were building space elevator parts are it's a total clusterfuck mess, and I think at some point we should tidy it up. You know, it's going to be a while before we start feeding space elevator parts in again, so we could probably just remove all of that for now. Yeah, we're getting all the oil stuff from the oil area. I've installed 2 power boosters over there, which means we're a little bit light on summer sloops because they each require 10.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. I installed all the radar towers, so we can now see every resource node on the map.
Perfect.
To get the spacing right, I took a screenshot of my map and loaded up GIMP and made copies of the ring, you know, because and then pasted that across the map so I could, shift them around to make sure we got full coverage.
I mean, it appears to work exactly as intended, so.
Yeah. I was sitting there with like my fingers sort of tracing circles on my screen. I'm like, this is stupid. I can do better.
A beautiful mind.
Well, yeah, because like I hold my knuckle and where the center is, and then I rotate my wrist. I'll show where the circle is. I'm like, why am I holding my hand up?
We have technology.
There's also several more tube cannons up on top of the little pillar by the recycling factory there. So if you need to travel, there might be a tube cannon pointing in the right direction.
Wonderful.
My game is updating and patching, so
Cool.
I will join in a bit.
Fantastic. Do either of you guys want to come work on aluminum with me?
Sure.
Sure.
Kelly, aluminum is just the worst.
Oh,
It's not gonna be all that bad. Let me show you the layout.
I
That I'm
thought you
looking
said,
at.
"Let me assure you."
Let me assure you.
It's like,
No.
okay.
This is what I'm looking at. It's so with alternates, it's not all that bad. We're gonna need 1 refinery for sloppy alumina and 1 refinery for aluminum scrap, and then a couple of smelters. So this is as basic as it could be, and we'll definitely add to this. But this will keep our our material box is full for a good bit.
All right, fine. But like efficient aluminum is horrible.
Oh yeah, maximum efficiency aluminum requires oil products and is a nightmare.
Got it.
Okay.
I do not want to do that right now, so we have this, which is not maximum efficient, but is okay. So I've got a train line over by where I'm at. I don't think we're gonna need to ship this stuff immediately. It's mostly for depot, dimensional storage for our use. But that should mean that we can get power over here pretty easily. And I decided to just belt aluminum and coal from the area up on top of the, like in the pink forest area. Hey, what do we got? Plastic guy eliminated.
Where? I don't see you on the map. Hello?
I am to the right of the big hole.
To the right of the big hole. Okay, I know.
Do you have player markers turned on?
I thought I did. I don't even see player markers on the map tool now. Isn't that one of the drop downs?
Yeah.
It's gone.
For me, I see resources, other players, map markers. You have to scroll down, maybe?
Resources, map markers.
Huh.
It. hold on. Shift Windows S. Alt function. She's just not there.
If you search for
Player
things.
and no. What the fuck?
Alec, can you see Geo?
I sure can, yeah. So I am.
Hold on, I'll be back. I'm just gonna exit and rejoin.
Yeah.
It seems to think that I'm like in a solo game or something, which is weird. Current players 104. Yeah, see, that's what I was expecting to see there. And it's not there. Ah, Satisfactory.
Yeah, we started up a new Minecraft game last night, and it actually went really smoothly, but we did have the mandatory, oh god, the person who set up the server can't get into the server and it's for an unknown reason, so we gotta troubleshoot everything, and that took like half an hour. But otherwise, it went really smoothly.
Every time. I mean, it's actually worse with my sister.
Yes,
like,
Mariona
anytime
has trouble.
Mariona and I try to play Minecraft, it's like a 40-minute ordeal to get started.
Yeah, like just to get the game launched.
Best case scenario.
Yeah.
40 minutes. For Kelly and I, it wasn't that bad, but we both did crash 4 times. In like totally unrelated circumstances.
But then also it stopped crashing after that third time. Like it was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, figured itself out, we're good, everything's fine.
Well, mine
Alec.
stopped crashing when I stopped clicking the button. Yes, Jim.
Where by the hub, we have these beautiful particle accelerators that go in all directions. Did you pick up the Mercer sphere at the top of this hill?
I may have, I don't know.
Because I can absolutely see it.
I've noticed some that I thought I picked up come back as well, so maybe they updated positions of some in an update and the server brought them back. Like, I'm looking at one near where I'm building and I'm pretty sure I picked up 2.
Okay, I'm just confused.
Yeah.
But now I can see you on the map, which is nice.
Oh, that's excellent.
I can also see the hub, which I couldn't a moment ago.
Yeah, I think the map might be like the buggiest of the server things that I've noticed. Like,
Well-
I have map markers that I know I've deleted show up sometimes, or like the colors of things change. So that the map is definitely a little weird.
That's okay.
Colin has joined.
What?
It's not
Kelly, your colon has joined.
colon.
Shit.
I can see your colon. Put that
Oh
thing away.
god.
It's disgusting.
We need to call it down.
I am rapidly approaching your location.
I looked up to the skies.
I ran out of fuel. I survived. I'm the best.
Oh, I am in a factory. This is not where I remembered being.
I see a little creature running around a massive concrete platform.
Yes, this is probably more concrete platform than we really need.
No, it's
now
fine.
that I look at it.
It's fine.
I'm gonna remove a little bit here because we're gonna need some water.
Whoa, ball.
I can see both of you.
This is on the map.
Kelly, I wonder, can you see a Mercer sphere at our particle accelerator?
Well, I am
Oh, you're not by
not
the hub.
there. So no, but not through any fault of the particle accelerator.
So the tech is, yeah, the watchtower lets you align the pumps.
Yep, you can snap to the edge of the watchtower.
Move your shit. Hold on.
Yep.
That's the stupidest shit.
Yeah, I don't know why the watchtowers are special. But
I love you, watchtower.
yeah. We need 80 water per minute, so I think that's just gonna be 1.
Ow!
Hello.
Fucker. Fuck!
What has happened to you?
I took a lot of damage to fall damage, and then I got eaten by a fucking massive hog.
Oh, why do you have... Oh, I see. I don't have mobs turned on, so, or aggression turned on.
I don't either, so the areas that I build in aren't necessarily safe.
That would probably explain it.
Yeah. Because if they aren't fucking me up while I'm building, I don't bother killing them.
I like swinging the baseball bat. That's...
Oh yeah. When I'm in exploration mode, or when I'm like crafting, you know, progressing on weaponry, it'll be on for a little while, and then I'll be trying to build something and get tired of it. Okay, water extractor, check.
I'm glad they let you keep your, like, equipped inventory.
Yeah.
It's just so much nicer.
And the addition of the depots means you can refuel, you can grab some more fuel.
Exactly.
And not run out of fuel and splat in the same spot again. Okay, so...
Oh,
I don't...
let me
First,
upload
yeah.
my Mercer sphere in case we need it.
Oh yeah. I don't really care all that much what this looks like.
Just as long as it's functioning.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
but I think we're gonna make some changes. It's gonna stay for a while, and then we're gonna make some changes once we have full traits of the thing.
I mean, you know, just a little 1.0 factory never fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Just to... Can I thought this
Oh, that
dragged.
confused me because I was like, of course it's a 1.0 factory.
No, just a factory that gives
That's
you the
your only
product.
option.
Silence, wench. A factory that gives you just enough resources to get
Yes.
going.
Yes.
Okay, where is the copper ore?
There's a node right over here, like to the east. I'm gonna go and get the belts from the bauxite and coal hooked up. And get those belted down to here and get power down to here, and then we'll get power connected up. Though actually there's probably a power tower up there somewhere that I can plug that into.
I have a question. I'm at the heavy modular frames factory.
You sure are.
Is there a train?
Yeah, there's a train station there. There's also
Copper ore.
There's a train, but there's a train station, but is a train running here?
no,
Okay.
but you can build a train on the tracks. And
Okay, copper ore. I'm going to do a slight bit of deforesting.
I'll forgive you.
Just for a little bit of room.
I will not.
I just need a little bit of room. And it's also to get the debris wood off of the ground. Leave me alone.
No.
Okay.
He's doing fuels management.
Yeah,
Reduce the risk of cataclysmic forest fire.
exactly. If you know anything about me, hate fucking forest fires.
All my homies hate forest fires.
That's the new Smokey Bear marketing campaign.
Geo fucking hates forest fires.
Oh, I was gonna say all my homies hate forest fires, but
fair
yes.
enough. Fair enough.
Though I guess the new, like the modern forest management, slogan would be "All my homies hate massive uncontrolled forest fires."
Well, yeah, it's actually now only you can prevent wildfires, not forest fires. Like they've changed the.
Well, and controlled burns are extremely effective at.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. The people that had lived here for thousands of years that definitely had forest management like down pat didn't like, they had it right.
Yeah, and yes, wildfires. Though
Yeah,
that's the big issue.
Yes, especially human started and totally out of control and threatening structures. Those are the ones that all my homies hate.
Yes, exactly. I can get behind that.
I hope so.
Why did you do that? This is not to the grid, but I was holding the grid button.
When you said, "Why did you do that? This is not the grid," I had a fucking heart attack. The entire thing, not on the grid.
No. One of my platforms decided that it was special and wanted to not be aligned, and I decided that that was not allowed.
Wow.
Repressing.
Oppressing the grid. Okay.
Repressing the freedom of expression of the platforms.
Okay. 120 per minute. I'm assuming we don't even need that much.
We need like 30.
So, do we want all of the products to be building on that platform? So, like, am I belting over raw material, or am I making a little factory here?
Totally up to you. I don't really care. I think we'll probably change a lot of this later.
I think
Really need like high quantities of this stuff.
I think to give us a little bit of future proof, and this area is kind of confined by indestructible environment, I'm gonna belt over raw material, which allows us to expand later.
Perfect. I like it.
Yeah. Where are my...
I had all these hard drives that I collected that I ran out of alternate recipes to unlock. So now I can go through and just chain scan hard drives again.
Fuck yeah.
Coal and charcoal, my favorite recipe.
Yeah, super useful.
I just made a joke about you. Bio coal.
How have our days been?
Pretty good so far.
Yeah, pretty good.
Got my homework done. I've got a test tomorrow that I might finally actually be ready for.
Fuck yeah.
I'm ready. My calculator's not. It's decided to not want to charge its battery, which might really suck.
It sounds like it might really suck. I did not mean to ping. I'm sorry. I forgot that does. I forgot. I forgot alt click is ping.
I also forgot that. That's very useful. I could have pinged that note that I was talking about.
Yes. Because pings show up on the map, yes? They do?
Yes. Can confirm.
Did you enjoy the rain, Gio?
I did enjoy a little bit of the rain, especially because I had that inkling. I'm like, it's gonna rain this weekend. Maybe I should stop procrastinating on covering my outdoor furniture and do that. And
yeah.
I bought a moving tarp and bungee cords and covered it, and then it rained this morning. And I'm like, great.
Just in time.
Vindication!
Yeah.
Okay, let's clear a little bit of path.
So my botanical illustration teacher was really ill for like the last month, which is why she hadn't looked at my stuff. But she just sent me my certifications. So I am now officially a certified botanical artist from Cornell.
Fuck yeah.
You have indeed officially completed the class.
Yes, exactly.
Probably learned something.
So,
Thumbs up, you learned something.
I did. But she also, because of my final drawing being the lotus, and I explained it in the like description of my submission, she sent me a bunch of resources for like
Sorry. A hog, while you were explaining, decided my ass was ripe for the eating.
Was he right?
It always, but
Oh, well.
the issue is asking for permission.
Oh, got it. Consent. Well, hogs don't really have that down.
You're right. The issue is he is too stupid to climb a 4-meter platform. And I have a rebar gun.
And now the high ground.
Are you done?
Anyway, she sent me a bunch of resources on like descriptions of fantasy plants, and they're all like books, like the Flora of Middle Earth and the
Oh, that's cute.
Fantastical Flora or something like that. And it's like a bunch of descriptions of fantasy plants from all across fantasy. It's really cool. So I'm gonna look those up and see if I can get started on that.
Very cool. Did she like my fantasy plant?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
She had lots to say about it.
Such as
Lots like well, here, let's look. I mean, like in a good way. She had
Okay.
lots of nice things to say.
I'm just curious what like an actual professional thinks about my shitty made up plant.
Well, I mean, she was commenting on my artwork, so like
Right.
I you know, and I did explain to her that it had healing properties, which I explained was necromantic, which is under debate in the D&D world, which she thought was very interesting. The debate about whether necromantic is healing or not, and she thought that was super.
It's very similar to the kinds of debates taxonomists have about plants.
Yes,
So
exactly.
it's kind of...
I'm happy you explained the origins of your flower. I really like how you used white to highlight the gloss on the petals, or the wrinkles on the petals are also very nice. That's the gold. Oh my god.
Are you getting hogged as well?
No, I stood on a train came to the station I was running by, and so I hopped on it, and then stood on a transport case that was being picked up, and it dropped me through the map, and I got scared. Anyway, let's see. The wrinkles on the petals are also very nicely illustrated. The mix of purple and yellow-green, which are near complements, is quite harmonious, actually, is what she said. And then the books she recommended are the Flora of Middle Earth and Fitzwizzle's Otherworldly Botany Art Book, a collection of science fiction and fantasy plant landscapes.
That's fucking awesome.
Sick.
So, yeah, so I'm probably gonna get one or both of those.
Ow.
Very cool. Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah. But yes, she says that your plant choice is quite harmonious.
I thought so. Stop shooting at me. I apologize for aggroing every creature on the in this area.
As I said, I did not address them, so
It's
sorry.
fine. It's fine. It's more funny than anything. It's like, oh well, and Geo's
Also,
here.
your refusal to turn off hostile mobs is like.
I acknowledge that it's my fault. Me and the homies fucking hate Geo. Okay, I have not deforested outside of the bounds of my little ramp.
140.
What?
What?
Why does that? I thought these aligned better.
Which things?
Oh, just the bottom of the railings don't line up. They're actually like a little lifted. Is that only on 2-meter platforms? Hold on, no, I'm curious. Because I genuinely didn't notice that prior. Oh, that's horrible. Only on the 2-meter does this...
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, they place at a slightly different angle.
That's horrible.
They're off by like 1 degree.
What's the 1-meter?
How have people not had a conniption fit about this?
Well, now I'm going to.
To the subreddit.
Oh no! Look, it's also bet on the 1, so they're designed for the 4 and
Yeah.
nothing else.
Interesting. I wonder if there's like a problem with the model that happens if you change that angle, like the, something.
Yeah.
Part of the model clips into itself or doesn't look right.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally just noticed that because I like railings. They're a good little aesthetic thing.
Well, yeah, I put them fucking everywhere.
But I just noticed that they don't function quite properly on ramps that are not 4.
Interesting.
Yep.
I hate it.
Me too, but it's fine. Nothing I can do about it now. I've already placed ramps. Cool. Let me run you a belt, and we can get this sumbitch going.
These need to be further away.
Oh, there is also a very slight chance that I am going to receive a call from work. But I don't. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't think it's going to happen. So, it's Veterans Day, and there's enough coverage at South where there is actually a parade and like a big event.
Mm-hmm.
But I was worried that there wasn't enough coverage at North, where there is not an event, but it's also a holiday. So I told Kevin, if you need something before Natalie gets there at 3:30, please call me and I'll come over there and help you out. But he hasn't texted me yet, so I am hoping it's fine. Because I really would prefer not to go into work.
I would prefer that as well.
All the people who would or wouldn't call you, I feel like Kevin is very much in the wouldn't camp. Like, unless shit is literally on fire.
Yes. Oh, excuse me.
No.
Although I did tell him to call me if he needed backup, so. Oh my god, I forgot how to breathe.
Please recall as soon as possible, as soon as you possibly can. If you need assistance, I can do some research for you.
No, I think I've got it.
I forgot how to tie my shoes.
Okay, so those are like this, and then we have the water going in. And here we have the Illumina coming out.
The straight tool makes me want to bust.
Yes, quite.
just so we're all aware.
No,
Yeah.
I got you.
Interesting.
This dude busts for straights.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
This tree brings me great displeasure.
Are you chopping it down?
I'm debating it.
Okay, now I have no idea which of these is going to be coal and which is going to be bauxite.
Oh, there's a mercer sphere over
I
here.
think we should get some power
Oh,
over this easy.
Alec, your thingy is present. I'm just going to doll up my little ramp. Nominal.
So that'll go into one smelter making ingots, and those will be split into 3 assemblers making all clad sheets. I do not
Fuck yeah.
particularly care how all of this is laid out. I'm going to find a power cable. I know there's one around here somewhere.
Where have you been sent, Exam?
Again, it probably makes more sense to find a power cable up in the pink forest because I have at least one line going across it, but I think it's pretty far away. And I know that I built like a little kind of power substation here connected to the railway because I needed to get power over here to light up my radar towers. So I'm like, I'll just build a train station because it's easier. I've got train tracks.
Yep. But trains, they do that.
So that there. Uh-oh. Ow. I ran out of fuel.
You ran out of what?
Fuel.
Out of fuel.
Oh, fuel.
I was jetpacking and wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
So there's also quartz over here. I've already built crystal oscillators and silica and quartz crystals.
Mm-hmm.
But should we need quartz, there is some. Normally, I mean, the quartz is why I built my aluminum factory here in the last time I played, in the last season.
Right.
Jesus. But I didn't want to bother with that shit. So.
I wish there were like I wish there was like a grappling hook function. Like a
Out of
You know what I mean?
Auto Widow May and then other games.
well no, there's a game I'm thinking of. Maybe it's Ring of
Widowmaker.
Elysium.
Oh my god.
That game ever grappling hook? I
I
don't
thought it
remember.
had grappling hooks.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it had all kinds of weird movement mechanics, like snowboard and stuff.
I think one of them was a grappling hook. I could be totally wrong, but I have definitely played a game like that, like not Overwatch, that had grappling hooks. So
Yeah. I mean, Apex Legends did, but you didn't play that.
I mean, I played a game of it, so maybe that is what I'm thinking of. But
Oh yeah.
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder had one.
He was such a
like-
fun character.
a character,
He's one of
I was
the
like-
heroes.
the RPG.
No, he's the goofy little robot guy.
Yeah. Okay, then I don't think it was Apex Legends. I found a power slug.
This is excellent. Consume it to get
Uh,
its powers.
Let me make this. Have you been No, you've been using concrete. Just so it all matches. Boop,
Yes,
boop, boop, boop.
I am drawn to the brutalism.
I'm a huge fan of the default foundation. I just like the way it looks. But I understand the concrete. I like the aesthetic of it too.
At one point, Kelly said she didn't like the power towers because they looked too much like the real world, and that sort of affected me.
The
Did I say
power
that?
poles?
Like the big towers.
Oh,
Like the radar towers. I guess I did say that.
Yeah. So I like the concrete because it feels like realistic, but it does kind of make it look more like the real world.
oh.
So I don't know. Maybe
I don't.
that-
It must be said, I don't remember saying this.
I don't know. I like the power towers.
But I do agree with my apparent statement. So.
Yeah,
Hello.
Kelly's so right for that.
Yo. Oh, hold on. She's kind of cooking though. As Cameron would say. What?
Poles 3.
Poles 3, and we have an
There's only
automatic
one pole here.
production of the high-speed connectors at the computer factory.
Fuck yeah.
Just smacked one more constructor on the top, and everything overflows into it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
See, Kelly, I did not destroy all of the plants, just the ones that were
Yes.
in my way.
Yes. Also, this is a game about bending this planet to the will of a company. So, like, you know, I'm not gonna get mad about it. I mean, I'll be upset about it, but I'm not gonna get mad about it.
Okay. In a minute, we should have box set coming in on one of those lines, so we can connect it up to the correct refinery.
I think we can close this window.
Yes. My kneecaps are getting chilled.
We can't have your kneecaps being cold.
Well, that's the first thing to go on my body, sitting at my desk, because you know, less blood flow. Okay, and this is going to be coal, and we need 120, and it's producing 120, so I'm not going to overclock it at this time.
Are you snoring, dipshit?
Oh.
Did you wake yourself up from snoring?
Which is that Mo?
Mo. Well, I heard, you know, the grumblies, and then I saw Mo's eyes shoot open. I'm like, are you good? All right. You can change the color of this however you see fit. Oh no. Why does it do that?
We shall see if this works.
Oh, is it because you can see the foundation beneath it? Oh yeah. Ugh. Horrible.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Oh god.
This is my Illumina.
I like it. Is there something I can help with?
So did you pull up the diagram I sent? Or the
I did, but then I think they closed it.
yeah, you should take a gander there.
I will just propaganda.
So, I've just discovered that a normal platform under a concrete ramp clips through, and you can see it in the seam.
That is such garbage.
So, I'm glad that I'm sealing this with walls because I am deleting all of the platforms underneath so that I don't see a seam.
There are two here that appear to be the same.
Yeah, and deleting the platform gets rid of it, so that's something I'm never doing again. Literally unplayable.
Yes.
Okay, where are we in this process?
So, these two machines in front of you are the refineries making sloppy alumina and aluminum
So why
scrap.
is it called that?
Gross.
You're gonna have to ask the developers of the game.
Well, I would if they had responded to my job application.
Well, sorry.
Rip Bozo. Cool.
Okay, so the refinery
Yes.
and the what now?
So these two buildings are the two refineries making sloppy alumina and aluminum scrap. And you see there's that like little cycle with the arrow that goes alumina solution goes forward and water comes back.
No? Where am I looking?
On the diagram.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
So,
alumina solution and then water.
These are the two refineries I've placed down. Geo's has got the copper. We need to smelt it and build 3 assemblers there, and 1 constructor. You know, 6 smelters to make our ingots, and then yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to be pretty basic.
Yeah, Kelly, you want to help me with the copper?
Okay. Yes. That's
That's over here.
back where I found you the first time.
Well, that's just, you know, right here.
Over
This
here.
is the output.
You meant to ping, I assume.
I literally pinged it so you could see. Like, this is where you are going to connect the copper stuff to. Are you mocking me?
No. I was having fun.
Okay. I mean,
So shoot,
what else are you supposed to do when you're idling other than just jump in this game, especially when you've got the jumpy shoes on. So yeah, so somewhere over here, Kelly, make some refineries and get some copper going.
Some, okay, yes.
Smelters.
Got it. And they don't have to be a specific smelters. There's just smelters, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Going from Minecraft to playing Satisfactory is just different enough. Because there's like 15 million mods in the... Or, well... In the mod pack we're playing, there are a lot of different mods. And... do you want this directly connecting up to this conveyor belt?
That is why I made it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry. And, Alt is what snaps it. Yeah, that's right.
Alec, I'm curious. How often do you use beams?
The like freeform
Yeah.
steel beams
Yeah.
fairly often.
Cool. I'm a beam enjoyer.
Average beam enjoyer.
It-
So
yeah.
I love how you realized in real time what you were saying. I'm a beam enjoyer.
I'm a beam enjoyer. I like the way the beams look.
Do you use the connector pieces, or
I do
for
sometimes.
raw?
They're helpful for alignment at the very least, but I don't really. I think they look a little jank
Yeah.
outside of just alignment. But they are good for at least getting the fucking beams to play nice.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'll more often than not just delete them unless they're pretty well hidden.
Okay.
Yeah. I basically use them when the ends of the beams are clipping weirdly.
Yes. Yes, I use them to hide clipping as well.
Hot tip, if y'all haven't done this, if you bind the copy and paste buttons to your mouse or to a button you can access on your keyboard while moving, you can really easily copy paste the same settings to a bunch of different machines.
Oh.
It is a separate keybind, which I discovered recently, which is fucking lit.
And I guess the... Wait, but the mouse, the scroll wheel is used for... Wait, on scroll wheel or just on a...
I've got them on my thumb buttons. So one of the thumb buttons is copy, one is paste. So
Got
I can
it.
just... Though, you know, frankly, copy could be anything. It's just you need to be able to hit paste really easily. While
That's actually not a... Because I use one of my thumb buttons for slide tech, but I guess at a certain point in the game, sliding doesn't matter that much. But paste on my other one sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Okay. We've got
Clipboard paste.
like
Sick.
anything, we'll hit Control V a couple of times and wonder why nothing is happening. It'll take you a second to get used to it. This game doesn't have alternate keybinds, does it? Where
No.
You can set multiple. Yeah. Thought not. Okay. I don't know why I set these up off the ground and then proceeded to not run anything in the space underneath them.
It's okay.
Yeah. That's fine. Actually, I might do the outputs. I might run the outputs through the floor. Would be a little bit tidier.
Okay, so before I make the assemblers, I want to know where the aluminum ingots are outputting to.
That's the stuff that I've just made here. So, we might want to like leave some human accessible walkways somewhere. That tends to look kind of nice.
Okay, well this is the smelter.
Mm-hmm.
And so what my actual question is I don't want to put the assemblers down until we know where we want to put the ingots because it seems like they're very far away from each other.
Why don't? So I'm gonna delete these. Oh, sorry.
Oh god. I fallen into a hole.
Yes. I've decided to do that because it removes some of the platforms that we're clipping into stuff.
Trees and such.
So I'm gonna do that as well. Yeah, so we can just keep the whole thing a little bit smaller. But yeah, I would say somewhere in front of the smelters that I've just placed here would be the appropriate place for the assemblers to go. And we're gonna have 3 assemblers and 1 constructor that all need to get the stuff that comes out of my
Right.
furnaces
So
here.
somewhere like down here, you think?
Yeah, somewhere in that direction.
Okay, so
So-
this will have to have some sort of conveyor over to here, yes?
Yep. So we'll have a conveyor coming out of this that goes something like, down here, and
Yeah.
then through this little space on the edge.
And then
So I guess assemblers will want to be on my left here, your right, and then the 1 constructor over on my right.
okay, so like 1, 2, 3, and then a constructor over here.
Yep, and leave at least 1 full foundation space to run belts in. So place the assemblers like
Out here, yeah.
there or further.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Sick.
Sorry, that took me so long to figure out.
You're good.
We are not winning any speedrunning competitions with this playthrough.
Yes, it's true.
The speedrunners would already be done.
This game has a lot of speedrun assisting bugs.
Yes.
You can convince the machines that they can run without actually providing them any materials. If you do
Or
the right thing.
power, I think.
Yeah.
Which is just the silliest.
Yeah. Seems like it sort of defeats the entire purpose, but that's fine.
Yeah, you just need to get it going, and it's like, yep, I know exactly what's going on. And it goes.
So I'd actually place the assemblers a little further forward.
Oh, that's where I
because
had it. Crap.
They have those 2 inputs, and so dealing with the belts to get both the inputs, not clipping into each other,
Yeah.
can be nice to have some extra space for that. Oh my god damn it.
Please, I'm begging you.
I placed every single one of these mergers pointing the wrong way.
Oops. Oh. Do you want them more spaced out, or is this good?
Directly next to each other should be fine.
Okay.
And we'll do something like, have
Yeah.
have 1 coming in like that, and then have the other one.
How do I edit what's on my number keys?
Open the press Q and then press a number while hovering over something.
Got it. Thank you. And we're using the higher tier of belts, yes?
Yeah. So we could do something like that to avoid clipping. There's other options too, but that's just the one that comes to mind.
Motherfucker. Is that aligned? Looks like it.
So I'm gonna have all the copper coming out or all the aluminum coming out the end here. On the left, so the copper and the aluminum belts will be right next to each other. Why am I having so much fucking trouble with these mergers? I swear they did not appear to be rotated 1 second ago.
Oh, no.
So I've just done this whole thing. Do you know how to do the straight conveyor belts thing, Kelly?
So you hold Alt down?
You tap R to switch the build mode.
Oh.
You can see how your second section of belt here got a little. The first one is
Yeah.
yes. So if you switch to straight mode, it'll help you out a lot on that. And I'm just realizing this whole thing that I've just spent the last probably 5-ish minutes fighting with would be better if I didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm realizing something I just made is probably gonna look better if I did something different. So I am scrapping mine as well.
Cool.
We're all doing a great job.
Yeah, we're all
on the same page.
Yep. Well, I thought that the foundations I used were 4 meter, and there's only a. Actually, before I destroy all of it, where's the awesome shop? I doubt it, but it might be that we just haven't bought it. But I doubt it. Walls. No, we have all of the roofs. Yeah, so there's only inverted corner roofs at 4 and 8 meters, which means I can't do this cool little switchback I wanted to unless my platforms are also 4 meter.
Is there a slanted wall that helps?
Maybe?
Kelly, can I shift these assemblers a little bit?
Yeah.
I would just like something to line up that is not currently.
There. This looks a lot better.
It looks fantastic from here. I cannot quite see all of it, I think.
No, I'm telling you, it looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Yes, I have spent today mending some jeans that I have finally found, because I was like, wow, I used to have these really nice pair of jeans that I spent a long time saving up for, and I haven't seen them in a very long time. I wonder what happened. And then I was packing all my sewing stuff the other day to take to a storage unit, and there they were at the bottom of the box waiting to be mended. So
Wonderful.
yeah, that might be what I'm doing during D&D, is darning a hole in my jeans. But
Darning?
darning is what like darning socks. Have you ever
Nope.
heard that term?
I've never heard it, but I absolutely believe you. I've never heard it.
Yeah, darning is the process of basically weaving together thread or yarn to remake a solid web over a hole.
Cool.
So it's how people fix socks. To darn socks is but socks are interesting because socks are really hard to darn because of their shape. But like this is the first time, so it also falls under the realm of quote unquote visible mending, of which there are a lot of very specific cultural ways. Like you can tell a lot of times visible mending is often a way to keep cultures alive. So like Native Americans have specific visible mending. Traditional Japanese mending is called something like shishito, but it's not that because that's the peppers. but something like that. And it's very, very specific and it's beautiful. Or like kitsuguri, the process the process of mending porcelain with the gold in the cracks.
Mm-hmm. I know that.
That's essentially visible mending, but it's on porcelain instead of fabric. but visible mending is something that's very not American, because we like everything to be very perfect.
And just buy a new one.
Yes, exactly. Very consumerist. So, I'm learning to darn for the first time, which
Sick.
is very cool. I can send you a picture of it. I'm learning Scotch darning, and when something says Scotch in front of it, like Scotch dough or Scotch darning or something like that, it usually means sloppy and fast, but it works. Because I guess that's just how...
Sure.
Yeah.
How to offend people.
I figured out what I was doing wrong, by the way. I was when you said, see if the angled walls are doing it, I'm like, okay. I was using angled walls, not roofs.
Instead of roofs, gotcha.
So there are 2-meter tilted roofs, just not a 2-meter tilted wall. And I'm like, I swear, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that'll do it. But I figured out, and it looks beautiful.
Fantastic. I am glad that you got it and that what I said was helpful.
Yes, I'm like, I don't fucking get it. This should work.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I remembered that there was one of them that was weird and different.
What am I doing with this? How am I splitting this conveyor belt now and sending it into all of these?
Yes, you absolutely are.
Oh my god, amazing. That was a guess. Okay. So I need...
Those are all going. We're getting aluminum. Okay, that's going. I need to make some more SAM fluctuators.
never mind.
Okay, fantastic. We didn't need quite this much platform after all.
Nonsense.
What? That cannot be right. There we go. Is this right, Alec?
Looks right, yeah.
Okay, good. All right. I did that without clarifying which input I was talking about. I was like, this just goes in here, right? And you were like, yeah. And then I realized that I might have set that up completely wrong.
Oh, you absolutely nailed it.
Okay, cool. Great.
Is there a particular place on this beltway that the power connectors are supposed to go on?
No.
Geo.
Oh.
You can put them wherever you want. I mean,
How is on?
On the beams might look cool, like right on this corner.
Yes, it's not.
Does it not let you put it? on the actual connector?
It let me put it on the other side. Hold on, I can.
Oh.
Nudge.
Perfect.
I can put it right
Sexy.
next to it and then nudge it in. I don't know why it doesn't like to.
Maybe it doesn't like the actual connector, which is very odd. Oh, that connector's just in the wrong spot. There we go.
Also, Gio. I have sent a picture to the Discord of what darning looks, or what this particular form of darning looks like. So the dark blue is the inside of my pocket.
I see.
The outside of my pocket ripped. So.
Rip, as it were.
Yeah. But you, yeah. So you're basically like remaking fabric over it. It's very cool.
Mosin.
Oh. Oh.
Dude, do be boofing.
He do be boofing.
Mosin. Oh, is mom home? Is mama home?
Oh.
That sounded like yes to me.
Yeah.
It sounded like he said home.
Dude. They'll be home. They'll be inside in just a second, my guy. He doesn't believe me. Life is terrible.
Everything is awful.
Everything is awful.
I know. Oh no. Dude. Come here. It's fine. They'll be inside in just a minute.
No, they're for sure abandoning him and never coming to get him.
Which would be terrible because you never give him any love.
My parents did the same thing today. Because Mo was sitting on the couch and he was loving up on my dad. She's like, oh, did you not get any love this weekend? I'm like, they literally slept in my bed.
These boys are adored, and yet.
And yet, not enough. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go say hi to my parents.
Okay.
And then I will continue making my little ramp pretty.
Phenomenal.
Do 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 do.
Thank you.
Rusty Row! Rusty Row!
Rusty Row.
So I think, Kelly, there is just one thing that happens to get this to all work.
Uh-huh.
You need to set a recipe in the smelter.
Come here.
I need to what?
Set the recipe in the smelter.
Oh.
Go lie down.
Ah. I landed on the. How do I do that?
Uh,
Configure smelter. Never mind.
Yeah.
Pure aluminum ingot.
It literally was not even my parents. My
Oh.
parents are not even home, and they're just making a ruckus over nothing.
Well. Okay, 1 copper ore per 1 copper ingot. Yes.
Yes. Lick it.
Wait.
Okay.
I go? It says idle.
It does not look to me like this belt in the back is connected to the smelter.
Yep, that'll do it.
Ah.
Yes. So you can delete this track, Kelly. If it means that it'll connect. This final belt.
Okay. Just take it away.
Yes.
Got it. There we go. She's working.
Fuck yeah.
Yo, these do be assembling.
I would hope so. That is literally their function in life.
It's true.
Okay, so
I did it.
yes.
I retained some knowledge, would you believe?
So these are gonna make all-clad sheets. All-clad sheets are a thing that we want because they are the required resource for belts. Mark, whatever the next one is.
5.
5. So those will be able to produce or move 720 resources per minute. Our current max 480, so this will allow us to simplify factories and, most importantly, to get up to 600 resources per minute out of a Mark II miner on a pure resource node. Previously, we were capped at 480 because there's only one output on the miner. So now that our belts can move more items, we can get more items out of our miners.
Okay.
Yeah. But most importantly, we can unlock a bunch of milestones. So I'm going to go back to the hub and start doing that. Do you both want to accompany me, or Gio, are you going to stay?
I am content making my little thing pretty for now.
Okay.
Okay, I will go with you. Where are we going?
Here. One moment. I realized this was pointed kind of the wrong way.
Ah.
Let's go like that way, so like that. Is that going to prevent us from hitting the mountain as soon as we get out of our tube? Blueprints. It's a cannon! This should get us where we need to go. Yay, we didn't hit a mountain immediately.
That's why I let you go first.
If you hear a splat noise, then you know not to proceed.
Yes. We're going to the where?
Hub. To the hub.
Ta-da!
So if you look in here, under tier 7, I think the first two most important are going to be logistics 5 and control system development.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you select one of those?
Okay, I'll do conveyor belt. So select milestone?
Now
Okay.
we'll just shove all that stuff in there. So you can get those things out of the dimensional depot.
Okay. All clad aluminum sheets. Waste industrial use. Forced items. Oh, Christ.
Send it.
Milestone reached. Fixit dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark 5. They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
Christ.
Thanks, Ada. Okay. So now we can build faster belts.
Fuck yeah.
And we should be getting all clad sheets at up to 90 per minute, so should keep us pretty topped up. So in about 5 minutes, we'll unlock the blenders, then we can start getting blender alternate recipes. And once we have the appropriate recipes, we can build a massive fuck-off turbo fuel factory.
I love fuck off turbo fuel.
I
Oh,
think...
did you already do the conveyor lift? Oh no, the thing hasn't come back yet.
Yeah, so we've got the conveyors one.
Yes, you're okay. So you did already do the conveyor one. Oh, I see. There's a check mark next to it.
You did the conveyors one.
Mm.
That's what you just did.
The conveyor lifts. Sorry.
They're both part of the same.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I was misreading the. Got it. Okay. You submit all of those things, and those things are the rewards that you get.
Yes.
Got it.
Look.
It's a loop.
It's so speedy.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. That's gonna make me sick.
Yeah, so we got that now. That'll help us out. Specifically with things like screws, where there's just a ton of them on each belt. And you otherwise need to plan your factory around splitting those belts up. Now we can move a few more things on each belt. So that's nice. I think to start with, it probably makes sense just to do one pure petroleum or pure crude oil node worth of turbo fuel, because we may not ever need the second half of that factory if we get to nuclear first. So here is what I'm setting my sights on next. So we need diluted fuel, heavy oil residue, and turbo blend fuel recipes. We already have heavy oil residue, so we really just need the turbo blend fuel and diluted fuel blender recipes, which once we unlock that, we should start to get. I've got a bunch of hard drives I can rescan that are in the library already. I've scanned through most of the ones that are available, so hopefully those won't take us too long to get. But we'll have to build this over by our existing oil fuel power area. And we'll need to get 400 sulfur a minute from somewhere. Kelly, do you want to come with me to set up a train station for sulfur?
Sure.
Okay. We are heading this way. Do you see the yellow thumbs up on the map on the west side?
Wow, I have everything turned on.
I recommend you turn most, if not all of it off. I think on my map, I currently have other, which is the hub and the elevator, and then the players.
Okay, there we go. The yellow thumbs up. Yes, I see it.
I'm gonna hand in this milestone and then we'll head that way. We will set up a miner and connect it up to a train station so that we can move, because that's right next to a train line. So then we'll be able to move those resources by train over to where we are going to make turbo fuel. And then at that point, we'll have all the resources available we need to make the turbo fuel. We just need to build 24 refineries and 21 blenders. And a lot of fuel generators. What? 800?
Oh.
Goodbye. I just hear.
I did not mean oopsies.
Geo has just discovered that the industrial railing does match between ramps.
Ah.
Interesting. I guess that gives you a reason to use the industrial.
Yep, I'm replacing all of my ramps with the industrial ones. Or all my railings, the industrial ones.
Yeah. So, 800 turbo fuel per minute will fill 106 and 2/3 fuel generators, each of which will produce 250 megawatts of power. So 106 times 250 will be 26,500. So I think that'll get us going.
Milestone reached. Several parts more efficient and powerful than the human brain can now be made to compensate for many deficiencies otherwise encountered in future development efforts. The blender enables you to mix and/or combine parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly, project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Is there a wump to get us over there?
There is. Or
Oh.
at least in the general direction. On top of this
Oh, I see.
pillar
Nice.
here. So I think you have to kind of dodge the ones you don't want to take. I think this one will get us in that.
Oh my god, I'm glad you
direction.
said something. Jesus.
Okay.
Actually, before I do this. Oh, Christ.
Did you make it?
Are you on the water side?
I'm up on top of the hill. Did you overshoot?
I don't know. Up on top of the hill. I mean, I think I'm right over you because your little icon keeps zooming around like I'm moving away from it.
Over? I think you must be under.
I am
Oh,
not.
you're still in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the... Oh yeah, I see you. Straight... Do you have a jetpack?
I do. This is just easier for me to figure out where I'm going.
Yes, directly down. You're aiming for this big yellow pile of rocks.
Yeah, I see you. You just hadn't loaded in. I was too far away. So I got it right away. I just it was just the rendering wasn't there. All right.
I'm bringing a big pillar of foundation frames down here so
Yes,
that
I
we
see
have
that.
a scaffolding to transfer the stuff on, and so that I can build a ladder to get back up easily.
Very good. I'm just gonna get up really fast.
We'll see if it actually does this time.
It did the like when I was playing yesterday,
Mhm.
but because of daylight savings, it now restarts at 4 rather than at 5. I was like, oh my god, is it 5 o'clock already? No, that's not. We're good.
You're like, wow, I've wasted even more time than I thought.
Yes. Kelly, can you slap down a miner up here, please?
A miner, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go.
Naruto running! Look at you go! Yeah, you were Naruto running.
Oh. Miner Mark 2. And where am I putting it? Just on this platform?
Yeah, there's a resource node underneath the platform. And point it towards us here, because the belt output is going to go down this ramp.
You want belts?
You want belts? I got belts. All right.
Yeah, we're going to do some
Oh.
belts.
God damn it. I just set...
You are in the way of the belts.
Well, I was going to make the belts if you had waited a second.
Yep. Belts are up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be quite so aggressive about that.
Your goal is to line up with this this conveyor pull down here.
Is to line up with what? Oh, that thing. Okay. Cool.
Please tell me I don't have these going backwards. I do.
Oh, the misery.
Yeah. These belts are currently bringing items up. Items should be going down.
Oh, God.
I really wish you could upgrade a belt that can have its direction changed into the same tier, but just in the other direction.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's a thing that you should be able to do.
Hey guys, I got bad news for you. I don't think flat roofs are flat.
I'm sorry?
I don't think they're fucking flat. The way that so I'm rotating it, and the texture is changing position to. Oh, that's so weird.
I don't like this.
It's not like a foundation where it's all the same all the way around.
Yeah,
It definitely changes depending on the direction it's going.
interesting. That's terrible.
It's pretty awful. Wow. Yeah, it's not flat. Horrible. I'm upset about this.
That's fair. I think it's pretty reasonable to be upset about being lied to. Okay, so over at
Why? Alec?
yep.
They both do this. If I move the belt over to like here, if it's coming down like right here, it still has to go over. It still slides itself over.
That's weird.
Like, you see how it's not?
Yeah, something's not lined up on the same grid. Let me come up and look and see if I can help you figure it out.
Am I, maybe I'm just not.
Well, we shall look. Hold on. I am coming.
You hear that?
Oh!
He's coming.
Yeah.
There was a. Okay. This is gonna be a weird way to start this sentence.
I'm ready.
But there was a joke on my tree podcast. In the one I listened to. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, so you've discovered the problem. Miners are never lined up.
Oh.
So this first section is going to be slightly wrong, however you do it.
Okay.
And so you just got to
Fine.
make sure that it's lined up down here.
Okay.
What I would
Fine.
honestly do is start down at this end
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna
and
do.
hot tip about slopes. Play with like straight and default
Yeah.
configurations on the slope to get it to kind of parallel the surface of the slope.
It worked pretty well with 2 straight ones.
Cool. Sounds good. I will try and figure out where a
Now you're
train
thinking with
station
portals.
could actually fit in here. Suppose we could just elevate the train station directly above where the track goes, so that a track just splits off and goes up into the station. That might be the least painful option.
Least painful sounds reasonable.
And that will ensure that I can make it long enough. Because this train is going to need to have, like, potentially 3 empty cars to get it to line up at the other end.
Oh no.
Well, I remade it from the other way,
Mhm.
and it lines up perfectly.
Great. Yeah, so long as, I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? Because
Yeah.
you're starting aligned to the grid, and you're finishing at a place that isn't aligned to the grid, so it's just going to kind of...
I think it is, anyway.
It might be, like, a couple of degrees off, but
But it's
if
not
it
not
looks-
to my eye.
yeah, if it looks good, that's all that really matters.
Yeah. Okay. The belt is set up.
Sweet. I think we're gonna have our train station on top here. This should work. Let me just see how the tracks are gonna look if we do this. Does that look too steep to you? Fucking roller coaster train.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine. They're designed for that.
yeah.
I mean,
They're
I
both
don't
on
know
tracks,
what we're
right?
gonna have to do. Roller coasters and trains, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a similarity of these two things.
Well, no, trains are built for that. They're both on tracks.
Yeah, but the like acceptable amount of slope for a railway track in reality.
That.
Oh, did I dismantle something you were standing on
God
again?
damn it!
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I keep suddenly falling into the abyss.
I didn't see that you were on it. It was not on purpose this time.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't notice the message, but the memory search is probably done. Did we get the turbo fuel rest? No. We do another one. Okay. So I'm thinking if I just do like a lower platform here, and then I can make the train connection down to here, like kind of not ridiculous, and then get it connected up over there, and then we'll see how that looks. Okay, how's that look? That's pretty steep, but not terrible.
It's not terrible. Yeah, that looks fine.
Okay. And now from here.
Ignore me. Okay, nothing broke. We're fine.
I'm not sure what I should have been expecting.
It's fine. Nothing happened. I unplugged something, so I thought something was gonna break, and nothing broke, and we're fine.
Fantastic. We're fine is the kind of thing that I like to hear when not previously worrying that we might not be fine. Okay. It's not a glamorous train bridge, but I think it is going to work. Are you still nearby, Kelly?
I'm standing on top of the train station.
How are we looking from up there?
Pretty good. Pretty good, I'd say.
Cool.
You didn't order anything from Amazon, did you?
Mm-mm.
It sounded like they just came up our stairs, but it's not. Maybe I was just hearing the truck.
Must have been the wind.
Exactly. I mean, actually, though, it could have been. Rain.
Train is approaching.
Yes.
Oh,
The
in real
Western
life
Tunnel.
and otherwise.
Okay. So with that, I think that will work. This is sort of a pilot of the concept of elevating the train station. Not 100% sold at this juncture that this is a good thing to do. But we'll figure it out. The station probably doesn't actually need access to both directions. But that's just how I'm building it. So that's how I do it typically. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly. I mean, I guess I hope not. It's a train.
Ugh.
The level of roller coasterness that we've got is starting to starting to exceed acceptable levels. How do you feel about that?
Uh. Oh, you are behind me now.
Yes, I have moved to the next part. You're returning back to the track.
Oh, this is a little harrowing, I have to say.
You-
But you know, oh yeah, let's extend. This is fine. What I'm saying now is fine. But I mean, it's a little harrowing, but it's fine. But I turned around and
Are,
you
are
had
you
like,
okay? Are we okay?
We're building trains.
I see.
yes, Gio, I'm fine. Why do you ask?
Okay. So how's that? Is that acceptable?
Yes, this is fine. Quite manageable, in fact.
But this curve over here you're concerned about?
No, I'm not concerned. It looks fine. I
Okay.
mean, it's a little tight, but I think it's going to be fine.
Okay. Just a reminder that this is simply to load sulfur onto the train, and you should not look at this as a architectural masterpiece or any such.
You're fine.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Going to remove a couple of the trees that are actually sticking up through the platform. Okay, that looks alright. Okay, now we just need to get this belt connected up.
Yes.
And are you using the new 720 belts or the 480 belts?
My
using the
parents
Mark
are
V.
actually home, so give me a moment.
Okay. What's that, Kelly?
I'm using the Mark V.
Okay. So I've put this in the third carriage. I don't think that's currently being used on the other one. We're gonna load. Okay. Now we just need to get power up there, which we can do easily because the train station has a power connector and is connected to the power network. So I've put a connector off the train station, and I'm just going to bring the line up this tower.
Sorry.
I'm the same speed as you, so.
Oh.
And I'm just going to put them along the side of the platform here. This doesn't need to be super nice because once it's working, we're never going to come back here.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to output, this is pure node, it's going to output 240 per minute. We need to overclock it because we're going to need 400 per minute.
Okay.
So do you have power shards?
Do I have power shards?
There are some in the depot. Why don't you grab some power shards and come on over here? So in the interface here, there's the slots at the bottom. You can hold shift and click your power shards in it. Just fill it up, put 3 in there. And now that slider at the bottom allows you to set the clock speed. I just say crank it all the way to 600. So that's 250%, 600 per minute. And you can see they are flying on this belt.
You really are.
And if we get down to the bottom here, they're filling up this train station. So now once we get, oh, we need signals, don't we?
Yes.
We need to do signals here, and then, yeah. So path signal here. Path signal here. Gonna put a block signal here, just so that we don't have trains waiting too far back. I'm gonna put a block signal here, right at the exit. And then a block signal here at the exit to the section. I've done this wrong.
Okay.
This train track's gonna have to be a bit worse. It's not too bad. So block signal there. We'll see if I can ever get this to work. This is kind of an iffy configuration. Block signal there. Path signal there. block. Path here, path there. Block there,
Everywhere, path.
there. These two are unhappy. Signal loops into itself. Okay, so it's still...
You okay?
Yes. Why is it think it's red down there? That's...
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Kelly, bring your smut, please.
Oh. Yes.
I honestly don't know what to do with the signals here.
Yeah, such is trains.
Very wise.
Because I think they're... I think this arrangement should work. But it's tricky because I have the output of this station going back into the line before the in. I honestly don't know what's wrong with this. Normally what I do is I'd make the whole kind of treat the whole station like one segment, you know, and sort of, well, no, I guess not exactly. Because typically you use path signals to prevent collisions on interchanges, basically anywhere two tracks come together. There should be path signals leading into that so that two trains can't try and exit or enter that segment at the same time. Okay, so we've got diluted fuel in the blender. That's one of the recipes we need. Okay, you're happy with that now, so that's good. Are all the other signals happy? It looks like it. Okay, well, we'll see if it works. I'm gonna go close the blinds. The sun has shifted.
Do
Can
that.
you make sure to, well, never mind. It'll be alright. I'd like at least a little sun on my cypress. Perfect.
Okay, we have a train full of sulfur.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And stinky.
Wonderful and stinky. I thought you meant Stinky was also in the train.
Oh, I mean, I don't know that he's not.
Okay, so I'm going down to the oil power plant area to start laying out this end of the process.
Where is this train going?
The oil power plant area.
Oh, okay.
I'm basically just going to build another platform, lay out all the machines that are going to go there, and then figure out where to put all the generators. This should be a relatively simple build overall. Like the actual, you know, logistics and outputs being fed into inputs and that kind of stuff isn't too terrible. The blenders simplify it a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Even a
If
monkey
anyone
could do it.
looked at our yes. How is our power doing?
I'm sure it's fine.
We are at like 8,300 out of 11,500. So it is a little close, it must be said. We may need to turn off a couple of things here and there. I am going to turn off... I've been syncing computers and heavy modular frames for tickets. We have 29 tickets, so I'm going to go ahead and print those and pause these for a bit, which will gradually reduce our power production. Or power consumption. I think we've unlocked virtually everything we can at this point, and I think we have enough tickets for a little while.
Don't worry about it. We're fine.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad.
Good to hear.
Listen, I just moved a power pole. I wasn't certain what would happen, so I'm just warning you.
Interesting.
Nothing
And
happened.
everything appears like it's not fine. I would just like to assure you, preemptively, that it is fine, and you shouldn't worry at all about whatever might have caused you to think that it might not be fine.
Exactly. Everything is okay. I moved a power pole. Nothing happened past that. Even if you thought like something was happening, it certainly was not.
The Cave Johnson ass conversation.
You know what? A little bit. Yeah.
Dave Johnson here. If you thought something was happening, we here can confirm that it was not.
We here at Aperture Science can confirm nothing has occurred under my jurisdiction in the last 50 years.
Just stop. Nothing has occurred.
Nor will ever occur.
If something is occurring to you, please come to one of our Aperture Science engineers. I almost said fix-it engineers. That was weird.
It's all the same.
Oh my god!
They're all the same.
That actually would be crazy, though.
All video game dystopian megacorporations are the same.
Why stop there? Take out video game and we're good.
Because that's true.
Thank you, Kelly.
Well,
Yeah, a lot of Mercer spirits have come back. I don't know what caused that.
Not complaining.
Yeah. Weird bug, anyway.
Yep. Not my
see
fault.
any reason to report that?
It's not my fault that it occurred.
I really just... Fucking damn it. I built a bunch of platforms to start building the turbo fuel setup on. I did not notice that they snapped to the top of the railing rather than the foundation the railing was on. So they are all offset by 1 meter vertically.
Oh no.
And simultaneously 2 meters horizontally because I thought it snapped. I was like, it's snapping to the foundation because I'm aiming at a foundation. But it was not snapping to a railing.
That's very unfortunate.
So I'll just be removing all these foundations.
Okay.
Okay, let's try that again.
Ma'am.
Ma'am?
Ma'am.
Indeed. What did we get? We have received Turbo Blend Fuel! Select reward. Fan-fucking-tastic. So I now have the alternates that I need.
Wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Let it be known that Winston has Nobelisk in his inventory.
I collected several actually from Rusty and Sam, I think, including a nuke Nobelisk.
Seems perfectly safe.
They're already holding
Don't
them.
worry, They could not detonate without the detonator. Oh my god, where did you find that detonator?
This
That's an
is
ASDF situation.
only a little bit. Okay, put all of the biomass in the biomass factory. The one I so painstakingly put together for you. Oh,
When you did such a good job.
I
putting
did
together
such a
for
good
us.
job. I don't need this. Alec, your biomass factory will process power slugs, right?
Yes.
Does it have
Power-
summer slops in
It
them?
does.
Wonderful. Then I will put the
There's
power slugs
probably
that I
some
found.
power shards in the output box because our dimensional depot was full.
Oh, yes.
Kelly has since withdrawn from the dimensional depot, so you could probably upload some of those.
I will.
No, not. I mean, Geo can upload the other ones. You should have some on you, Kelly.
Here, I
Power
will
shards?
upload
Yeah.
the 85 that you just got.
Nice.
The summer slops.
Ew.
Salute me up.
Sloop me up inside.
God.
Can't sloop up.
Wow, this is just awful.
Yeah, this conversation has taken a turn for the worse.
Let's-
20 refineries is the right number to fit perfectly edge to edge on their foundations.
20? Jesus Christ.
Yes. 10 will have the last one half. If you started on the edge of the foundation, the 10th will be halfway through the foundation, so the 20th will be. And there might be other multiples in here that are lining up properly.
But 20 is the one.
20 does work. It looks like every 8 line up properly. So
20's not a. So every 4 line up.
every
properly.
4 line up properly. Yes.
Hmm.
So
Sorry, I didn't mean to
20
call you
being-
out. I just.
no, you're absolutely right. 20 being a multiple of 4 lines up properly. It's 4 is the minimum number required to line up properly.
Yes.
I understand.
Okay.
But I needed to place 20 and did not expect it to line up properly, and then it did, and I was pleased.
Well, as long as you're pleased.
Yes. Now these are gonna feed a metric crap load of heavy oil residue into 18.
I think slugs have also reset.
Have they?
Yeah, because I found
Yeah,
like a bunch of slugs that I'm like, I was definitely perusing this area.
Yeah. The server has updated several times, so one of those must have reset parts of the map.
Listen,
Because every time the client updates, I have to update the server as well.
right, but the resources are still there, but none of the hostile mobs are, which is dope. At least none that I found.
I can live with that. and will live with that more successfully than otherwise.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is gonna be. This needs to go into the blenders.
Into the blender.
And then
Mr. Stinky, into the blender.
uh s- uh so what?
Mr. Stinky,
No,
into the blender.
no, no, no.
No, no, no.
No lunch coats? Blender with you. Oh my god.
Wow.
Sorry. So these blendy boys are gonna need. I'm gonna need 18 of them, and they're gonna need all kinds of things going in. Yeah, the turbo fuel, the turbo blend fuel recipe needs 2 fluid inputs and 2 item inputs. So melts are going to be kind of a nightmare. Maybe I should come up with a decent way of doing that first and just blueprint it. Can I fit 2 blenders in a blueprint? Maybe? If I can get the logistics tight enough, I think I can fit 2 blenders in a blueprint.
energies ripples through our temples, our veins nearly touch. It is shy. Notes shall be taken and played.
From a certain perspective, your brain looks like it is processing language, but there is no auditory data. If you are hearing voices that are not mine, this is no cause for concern. It is a common side effect of extreme pressure and stress.
Oh, just Ada's talking to me.
Oh,
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
okay.
See, I wasn't worrying about it, and then you said don't worry about it.
That seems to be a common reoccurring theme. Can I have my baseball bat, please, game?
No.
Something about the phrase "don't worry about it" really just causes a great deal of worry, it seems.
It's fine. I'm sure.
Okay, so you can just kind of stack everything up in between two sets of blenders. This seems reasonably compact. What happens if I try and put two of them next to each other, though?
It broke. Unbreakable.
It broke.
It broke.
Interesting.
Does it not quite fit nicely?
Who's here next to me? Is that you, Kelly? Hi. She was standing on my head. So if I space them apart like this, I've now got two. I could remove this merger from, from the blueprint because there's now two mergers in the same spot.
Right.
But if I did that, that should work. It would space them apart slightly more than they would otherwise, but
It at least functions. Yeah, and this means that you
Yeah.
have a pretty reliable way to get a lot of these down fast.
yeah, it's tileable relatively. So then all I'd need to do to connect them is throw a belt in there.
And get rid of the
Throw in
extra merger.
Well, I'd probably just modify the blueprint to get rid of the extra merger in the blueprint. So it would just be connect up one vertical belt and a couple of horizontal belts and then the pipes. Yeah, that should work. It shouldn't matter which of the ports all the things go into. So I think that'll probably work.
Hell yeah.
Let's make that modification. We'll remove the upper belts and one of the mergers.
Yeah, because you're aiming for this one to be the one they all connect to.
Yeah, so that'll be the one that's being used. Okay. I'm not sure I have enough space here.
It'll be fine.
they think when they're not overlapping, they're placed correctly. Yeah. Does that mean that I can use the blueprint build mode? Just snap them right together?
It should, yeah.
It goes to the edge of the blueprint, so they're offsetting.
Oh.
So I will have to do default, but I can then just, I know it's in the right place when the outline goes blue.
Right, because nothing's touching.
Yeah.
Ah, sick.
So, and then that should cut down on the belting a little bit. Yeah, so that I think I can roll with that. Cool. So now, how are all of these gonna go in here?
Bravery. Enthusiasm.
Yes. It all the way up. Yeah, that's right. So, I think this will run this. So I need, I'm going to be bringing in items from that side. So the items are petroleum, coke, and sulfur. Petroleum, coke are coming out of these 4 refineries. So like this makes sense. We'll leave. That looks like it could be enough space. I hope I don't regret that decision.
Well, it's too late now. How the fuck did you get up there?
Jetpack.
Belt. Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
You alive?
Yep. Ow!
Let's see if the server's actually going to restart. Last time it didn't and then restarted 10 minutes later or 20 minutes later. Or I guess the last time Gio and I were playing. When I was playing yesterday it just did. We'll see. Oh my god, why?
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, the picture you sent 1 hour ago?
Oh, yeah.
I just heard Discord, so I clicked over and saw that I had messages.
Yeah. Yeah. I've just been finding all kinds of things.
So 4, 2, 4,
Oh,
6,
if we are
8,
going to be there
10.
at 6, then...
I'm asking because I genuinely do not know what the plan is.
Okay. Well, if it's going to be 6 or 6:30, either way, I need to take a shower and do some packing. So I will leave you two to your fun.
Well, okay.
Well, what?
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, of course.
So this is 16, it looks like.
Yeah. 14 or 16?
1, 2,
4,
3.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. That makes me so angry because we only need 18.
So this platform is just a hair shy.
Well, it means that if we removed these guys at the end, it would fit.
Well,
Here. So I'm just gonna do that. And then we'll move those refineries somewhere else. So that's 18. And then we just need, maybe I'll just put those, because those refineries are going to take in heavy oil residue, but so are the blenders. Basically everything is. So I can just fill in that. I ran out of concrete. I can just, that's why this is like this, but I can just fill this in a little bit, maybe make it slightly longer on this area to fit those in. Ouch. These are just taking in heavy oil residue, so I shouldn't need too much space behind them for pipes.
Right, just a single set.
3. I did not line that up on the edge of a segment. Right. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so those are petroleum coke. These are all the turbo blend fuel. We now need 3 blenders making diluted fuel, which is going to need the water. So those should come in from down, or those should be set up down here somewhere. I think it's 3 water extractors to fill a 300 unit pipe.
3 sounds right, yes.
So we can do it like that, and then we'll extend this platform out a little bit.
How many water pumps does it take to be square? I don't know if I know that.
Where?
Yeah, to, like, match the grid.
Oh, line up. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm going to figure that out.
Placing the power generators is gonna suck.
It's
There's 100 of them.
It's fine.
It's just 10 rows of 10. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so 3 more blenders. These are going to take in water and residue and output fuel. So we need a little bit of space, and then so residue will come in there. I'm just going to build this whole thing sort of dense. I'm not going to worry about making it pretty or something we can walk around in.
Sometimes you just need functional.
Yeah, this is one of them times. Because this is gonna take long and be annoying enough as it is. You know, to some extent,
That
I
may
always feel
indeed
like
be
power
water.
is sort of
Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will
inconvenience.
narrow down the range of possibilities. Or
you know,
you
it's
could
like
just pipe it
it's
to
not
a full-power
required to
generator
progress,
and
but
see
it
what
is
happens.
because you can't progress without enough power to power the machines you're building to progress. So it's like
Right.
I've got to stop progressing to do power now. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Okay, so there's my 3 blenders. So I've got 20 refineries for heavy oil residue, 4 refineries for petroleum coke, 18 blenders for turbo fuel, and 3 blenders for diluted fuel. I've got 3 water extractors to fill a pipe. We'll place the oil pump underneath the platform.
Oh,
I need a sink for polymer resin.
it's literally 2. That's nice. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 plot performs per on square.
That is nice.
That is really nice. It'd be really nice if they just played nicely all the time, but that's
Yeah.
actually way more square than I
imagine-
expected.
Yeah, me too, especially because they don't line up to the grid under normal circumstances.
Right.
I imagine things would look a little bit boring if everything just fit the grid exactly. You know, we'd just be playing the game in an Excel sheet.
Right.
So I get it, but it would be nice.
I think my least favorite thing is the way that the assembler fits. It's like 5 to a grid. It's like, oh, I hate
Why
it.
are you 1 meter more than a foundation? Why?
Yeah, what a pain
Okay.
in the ass.
Now we just need to power and pipe all these together. Fuck.
Sigh. It's fine.
Yeah.
Once it's going, you've already done most of the hard work.
Mm-hmm. Don't remember if I can do this. I can put a floor hole there. I can put a fair merger there. Does that look shitty? Thank you for playing, love.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So, here's what I'm gonna do, I think. I don't know if it's really enough time to like do any actual packing, but I am gonna look for some books to bring to see if Nick wants to take. And then I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna come back and do some video editing for work.
That sounds
So I will still
very
hang
good.
out with you guys, I just won't be in game.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go do those things and then I'll be back.
Sounds excellent. I'm going to remove the platforms, in fact, just do that. But what do you, Gio, what do you think of this?
Release me.
Just to get them up out of the way.
Yeah, this is something I do not infrequently. It's a good little space efficient thing.
Yeah, they clip like a little bit here and there, but it's not too terrible.
It's fine. No, I think this looks nice.
Cool, and then do that. At this point, I am sinking 400 polymer resin per minute because I don't want to deal with trying to use it for anything. I don't need it for fuel, and I'm not going to try and make like rubber or something. So,
Right.
but that does mean if we did need to make a bunch of rubber, we absolutely could because we have a ton of polymer
A ton of
resin.
excess, yeah.
Yeah, which we could just combine with water to get plastic or rubber. So adding that to this factory would be super easy. We just need a bunch more refineries.
So do those connect?
No, I have to replace the vertical one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like,
It's just so I can line it up.
yeah,
Because
no.
I don't think I get the guidelines through the, you know, with this much vertical elevation. So
Yeah.
I'll just go back and remove the platforms and the vertical ones and then place the vertical ones again.
I can definitely help with that. And it looked like you were connecting from the bottom first to get them as tight as possible. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, there's a tiny little bit of clipping on the belt, but like that's not something you'll notice when it's full of garbage.
Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, so this will need. There's not going to be any items coming in. I don't remember how close you can actually make pipes and have them consistently connect, because pipes can't go as short as belts, right? It
No.
looks like it likes that all right.
Yes.
So I will just.
Because the next unit in would be the T literally inside of it, and you can't connect that.
Yeah.
What pipes were you using?
The main one will have to be 600. The little feeder one can be 3, but I don't, doesn't really matter if they're all 600, I don't think. No, fucking.
Yep.
Hi.
Kelly, our noodles are touching.
She's in the shower.
Okay.
Oil extractor.
Where is the in going on the other end of this?
I was just gonna bring it in the middle, like where it kind of lines up best.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's gonna be a problem with that.
No.
right?
No, it should just fill.
Pipes are weird voodoo magic. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what's actually gonna happen.
I mean, as long as the number works out, it's usually okay.
Yeah.
Especially if most of it's flat, like this.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do this one. I can't see the top. Does
Oh my goodness. Not
does
vertical.
does that look right?
No. Left.
Uh,
One more.
left one.
Oh,
more.
sorry.
Right one more.
Yeah. One more.
Weird.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on here?
Oh. There. Oh, stop. Blue. Wait, no. It's not vertical.
It's not. So we gotta go one more forward.
Yeah, so hold on. Let me put the thing on the very edge.
Oh, I moved the one down here.
Oh, well, too bad. Wait.
This looks right to me.
That looks vertical, yes.
Okay. Is that? Nope. Yes, the creatures.
Yeah,
Apologies.
that's fine. I'm up pretty high.
Okay, so that should work, except that gravity exists. So we will need one of these guys. I think just one will be sufficient.
It should, because one pump is 10 meters of lift, and the pump itself is already 10, so that should be enough.
And this is a pump Mark II, so I think it's actually a little more. I'm gonna get this powered before everything else, so we can see if it's gonna fill in or we need to adjust it.
Not reasonable.
That should be powered. We're gonna need to overclock it up to 600.
Oil extractor 10 meters upward, so you might still need
Oh well, let's.
Oh, sorry, you have the pumps Mark II. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm seeing oil up here, so
Right.
it's getting here. So we'll just let those fill in. If we can actually set the recipes and power all of these too, because their output doesn't have anywhere to go. So we can at least get these filled up. Once I power the sink, their item output will have somewhere to go.
Right.
So these are going to be heavy oil residue. Copy. Paste. 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 Okay, settings pasted. It is so nice to be able to do that quickly.
Yeah. How do you like your power lines?
I don't really care. I might just put them along the edge of the foundation, but they could also just be poles kind of jammed into the machine somewhere.
I like jamming them in between them, like
Yeah.
not where they're clipping, but behind like the line. So like there.
I'm not standing there. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm whatever you think looks good. I'm 100% behind.
great.
Yeah.
And I'll just put up dinky level 1, just so that
Perfect.
it's all consistent. Costs basically nothing.
Yeah. Every time I do a project like this, I am just so grateful that the Dimensional Depot exists.
Yeah.
Because I would have needed to go back to base for copper sheets like 4 times by now.
Yeah. It's a lifesaver.
And the fact that like the aluminum stuff, it just keeps going, you know, in the background, like building up a supply. So, you know, we didn't have to wait there until we had enough for our project to start the project. We can
Yeah.
just go start.
It's just literally filling your pockets.
Yeah.
It was a very good quality of life thing. Okay, these guys are all hooked up, and I think they're ready as soon as it's hooked up to main.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and plug it in. Is the resource sink down here connected as well?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and hook it up to the,
I don't know where main power is from here.
along the edge of the platform.
I see it.
And I've got heavy oil residue going down here into these refineries that are going to make the petroleum coke. So we got
Nothing
that-
exploded.
No. Quite the opposite. Things are being made.
Red? Why is red?
Did I not set a recipe?
Did I not plug it in?
No power.
What? I'm looking right at this fucking thing. Oh.
They're connected to each other.
What?
I
Silly.
cannot tell you the number of times that I have done.
Yeah.
They were holding hands.
They were holding hands, but they were also not working.
In defiance.
Question mark? Okay, yellow. Okay, they're plugged in.
It's gonna, I mean, they're all working now, so it's gonna take a second. I mean, these will consume exactly 600. So they're
Oh.
gonna need to back up before the fuel can get distributed. So they'll fill in this output pipe in a sec. It's pretty much full. Yeah, it looks like this pipe is full, so they should just be filling in their buffers. Or at least starting to. It's still going somewhere. Okay, now all the pipes are full. So they're starting to fill in their buffers.
You've missed a belt. I'm like, why are these not exporting? Belt. There we go.
Cool. That's a lot of.
That's so much garbage.
Yeah. I mean, it has a scrap value of nothing, so.
Right. But it's better than trying to figure out what to do with it.
Yep. Yeah, it's a material that we can sink, so I'm happy with this setup. And as I say, if we suddenly need a whole bunch more rubber or plastic or something, we have a pretty easy source of it.
Yeah, we literally have some that we're throwing away.
We have the ocean and resin, so our 2 input resources are taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these guys that I'm standing on, I guess we'll wait to power these until all of these are full and backed up entirely.
Yeah, it looks like it's just the 2 that were holding hands.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're now rapidly filling because the rest of them are backed up.
Okay, now those are full, so this pipe should be full or filling. It's filling. Okay.
So yeah, this guy's be full in a second here.
Yep.
Once
we
it gets to
can-
50.
This is all piped in, so we can just, and they've got the recipes, they just need power. Then they'll start to output items. Need to remember that these are outputting items. Okay, so petroleum coke and sulfur. Probably easier to bring the sulfur in on the top belt, because then we can, it's going to come in from the train station over there, so that way we kind of have it clear everything.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really matter much, but we'll just do that. It is 1 unit off.
Oh, is it 4 meters high instead of 3?
Horizontally. It almost lines up such that I could just put a merger here and then a
Oh,
everyone will feed in.
unfortunate.
So I'm gonna instead I'll do this and we'll do our merger here. I'll do that.
Perfect. No one will ever know. Except you, but it's fine.
And you.
It's true.
I won't tell if you won't.
I won't. I don't think Kelly will care. And I think I hooked up all these guys with tier 5, so they should be ready to accept anything.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, so they'll need pipes, fuel coming in from the other side and heavy residue coming in from this side. And we should be able to just bring in the heavy residue like this. And I'll just bring it in on the bottom. I should probably be connecting the top pipe as well, so I don't have to run through here again. Oh, I need to connect the horizontal pipes too.
I can work behind you.
Why didn't I do that in the fucking blueprint?
Next time.
Yeah.
Does it matter tier 1, tier 2?
No. I think I just did tier 1 because it was what was on my hotbar. For some reason, I never
Fixit
switched my
pipelines can contain any fluid,
hot
including
bar
the water necessary for coal-powered
to
generators.
tier 2 for pipes.
Note, water does not flow
I think
upwards
because I do
by
sometimes
itself.
like prefer tier
While
1
water
in some
extractors provide
situations.
some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use
I
of
don't think
pipeline
there's
pumps.
necessarily a good reason for that.
Yes, these should have been part of the blueprint, but that's a pretty easy fix.
Yes.
Because you just slap this blueprint down in the blueprint.
In the blueprint designer, yeah.
And then
I think you
update
can
it.
also load directly into the blueprint designer.
Oh, right.
But either way, not a difficult
No.
fix. Man, I wonder if this is gonna work at all. This is usually about the point in the project where it's like there's a lot going on here.
I really hope that whatever I've done functions.
Yeah. Okay, so we should start to see our refineries kicking on here, and we should start to see petroleum coke filling up this middle belt. I'm so terrified we're gonna run out of power while setting this up on the processing. And then
Yeah. I mean,
looks like we're probably okay.
it's just a matter of, I'll run around the map and I'll unplug everything.
Yeah. I mean, we pretty much can just unplug everything because the other power generator is here. So if we just disconnect that from the train station, like
True.
we have the power to kickstart the power so that then we can power everything.
Unlimited power.
So because our total heavy oil residue output is actually going to exceed 600, I think it probably makes sense to kind of loop the whole thing.
Oh, so send this end back into this feed just in case.
Yeah. 'Cause
Should
we're
we
gonna
have
be
a
putting-
buffer? Just,
Sure.
I mean, that's
Maybe a buffer at each end.
yeah,
like
just
small
so
one
that
for
in
stuff.
case something stalls, at least it's keeping the extra.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan.
That's literally what it's for. So I'll put one on this end.
And I will put one down on this end. So this, let's see.
Industrial fluid buffer.
I am good without coffee.
Wonderful.
Man, this thing. So you used an industrial one?
Yeah, it's very big,
It's fucking huge.
but it does fit in this little niche that you've left, so
That's incredible. Okay,
it makes me happy.
I can live with that. I will add a couple more foundations here. And I will put it right here. So I'm putting this one at the end of the line of refineries because
Mhm.
the pipe is going to loop around the back of these this last set of blenders. And then I'll connect in this other one from somewhere. Actually, let's move this down a little bit.
You fucker. You could definitely do 90 there, you asshole. I hate this game.
Don't do this to me.
Traitor! I'm determined to make this fucking fit.
I believe in you.
Thanks.
You can do anything. The heavy oil residue is the bottom pipe. I guess I can just go walk into it. Yes, it is. Okay. Thank you for your help.
I got you. Anything for you.
Okay, so yeah, with that looped, that should just kind of make sure that any particle of residue has a path that has bandwidth. I have no idea how they've written that simulation in the game's code because it's kind of crazy. Like it doesn't work exactly how fluid should, but it's close, which is what's surprising.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so close to making this fucking play nice. Does this really not work? Oh my god, its ass is so it sticks out a little further than the refineries. So yeah, weird. It's fine. That will work perfect. And then I'll break this and put something like this here. I see.
That goes in like that. Perfect. These do not need an item input, right? Yes, so they're gonna get heavy oil residue and water, and they're gonna make fuel. Beautiful.
Okay, the industrial buffer is hooked up between the, what is this called? Heavy oil residue and the other guy. It's just
Okay.
nested right in between them. It fit absolutely perfectly. Yeah, the petroleum coke.
Excellent.
And so now that will be full, and so any irregularity should be handled.
Yep, and this one down here will be full as well, so we actually will eventually have kind of a huge amount of, backup. And over here is gonna be water. Does that look how I would want it to look? Not really. That also does not look how I would want it to look.
I mean, now that I'm looking at it, I could absolutely stick another one of these buffers in front and just have two right here. Like, it would fit. There's enough real estate in this area.
Yeah. I don't know that it's, like, necessary.
It's
'cause
almost
it's just gonna
certainly not.
increase the amount of time we have to wait before we can get everything perfectly functioning.
True.
Why do pipes sometimes not let you place them until you look at them a different way?
I don't know. Pipes have a mind of
The
their
bottom
own.
of this pipe has not moved. Why can I place it now?
It does what it wants. You're perfect. So I'm a fan, not that it matters at all, but I'm a fan of using the pipeline junctions in corners because I fucking hate the pipeline supports. They're so inconsistent. It's like, fuck it.
I am totally happy for you to make adjustments in that regard, because yeah, I do not care all that much how this looks.
No, it's just I said it. I just realized that I set up my corners on my buffer with the junctions because
Totally
I
fine.
hate fucking playing around with the corner piece. It's just
No, that's-
easier,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it looks pretty good.
Mhm.
I don't know. Something about the bendy pipes doesn't do it for me, but into the 90-degree junction does.
Yeah, and those pipe junctions, they look really cool, like the little welded section and stuff. So I feel it. That works for me.
I'm down for it. Cool. This sumbitch is almost entirely full, which means as soon as we start the blending, we should be able to do it for a good long while.
Okay. This one is also almost entirely full. Is that just about 2,000? And is our belt full of... No, I am not seeing petroleum coke at this end.
So
there's-
fluid buffers, will they actually, leak fluid out the other way, assuming there's a deficit?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I do not think they have valve, sidedness.
Yeah. That's what I figured. Because, if for whatever reason the refineries started to struggle, then the buffers would also cover for them for whatever reason.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should fully, you know, like all of these connected pipes are considered one network.
Right.
Until you put a valve, they just like operate as one entity.
Which is cool, but it means that you just something to be aware of.
All right. I've got water and both fluids hooked up to these ones down here. I guess we can get the recipes set and these turned on and get some fuel going.
Hell yeah. And is it just
These just need power.
so these 3 are fuel, the rest is diluted?
These 3 are diluted fuel, the rest is turbo fuel.
Turbo fuel.
Yes.
Copy. Paste. You're absolutely right. Binding the paste to mouse button is really nice.
Yeah.
Even if you don't set copy, because, you know, copy is easy, but
Yeah,
paste
just
is the
do it
big one.
once. For sure. It's just like I found myself so frustrated, like, you know, doing this little dance with my fingers to you know, be moving and then pasting and then moving and then pasting. I'm like, there's got to be an easier way to do this.
Yeah, and you just bind it, which is super cool. All right, these are all turbo fuel.
I'm gonna put a buffer in here too, but there's not quite as much room. And a small one is probably more than sufficient.
Yeah,
So she'll do a small one.
A just in case kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Perfect.
So there will be a total of 266 fuel coming out. So I'm gonna do these on Mark 1 pipes, at least on this side. I don't know if it makes it any difference, but I just have this sense that like using Mark 1 pipes like helps to get everything moving more consistently when the amount of fuel liquid you're moving is near the Mark 1 pipe amount.
No, I totally get what you're saying. I found myself like, okay, I need these to fill, and the 600 takes so long, and I'm just gonna use the Mark 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. I do that all the
I
time.
think I'm gonna replace all the fuel pipes with Mark 1.
Reasonable.
Because it's gonna be less than that. It'll also help us distinguish them at a glance without painting them all.
Right.
It's like the Mark 1 pipes are supposed to be fuel, the Mark 2 pipes are supposed to be heavy oil residue. Which is absolutely meets Mark 2 pipes, in fact, exceeds the capacity of Mark 2 pipes. So
It'll be 8.
these should all, yes, it knows that it contains fuel, it's starting to get a little bit, so that's gonna take a bit to fill up, but that should be making fuel. And so one of those blenders actually only needs to operate at 2/3, you know, at 66.66%.
Okay. The one on the end. This one.
Which end?
The one that I'm standing on. Or do you mean one of the fuels?
One of these ones, one of the fuels.
I will turn it back on.
Yeah. So I've set this one here on the end to be underclocked.
Okay.
I mean, actually, it's probably better if it. I don't know, because we're right up on the number on the heavy oil residue, so that, you know, when this is all going, we're going to be making exactly the right amount of heavy oil residue. So if it's being over-consumed by one of the other applications, I guess that could be a problem. We want to make sure there's enough to go into the blenders, so, you know, like if you didn't underclock it, it would kind of just work itself out. or it would probably work itself out, but this might be a situation where it would be significantly better to underclock it just to be sure.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me.
It is 4:49.
Yes, so
I think all we have left to do is
power and then
let everything.
generators.
Yep.
Oh, generators. How many generators is this gonna produce? Or need?
106 on a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's gonna be
So,
so
I mean-
much power.
It is. It is. And these ones over here, you've got 4 rows of 5. So we've got 20 over here. I guess we'll just, we'll leave those. There's no reason not to.
Oh, I should show
working.
you. It would be so much work, but I saw this really cool design for generators. They were almost like oil rigs. They were on like individual hexagonal platforms that all came down to a singular support beam, and they were all evenly distributed. It looked super sick.
That does sound cool.
But it looks like so much more work than just slapping them all down in a row.
Well, I mean, if it's all blueprints, it might.
Oh, you know
more
what?
resources, maybe.
I think, now that I think about it, it might have fit in a blueprint. Reddit.
At least like the platform, and then you just slap down the platforms and slap on the generator on top.
Satisfactory.
All I was gonna do was make another platform and just make it super long out into the ocean until I hit the edge of the world. So
Totally reasonable. Satisfactory. Generator.
let's see if we can get these all connected up and running and make some turbo fuel before we head off. So I think we're pretty close to being able to do that. Basically just gotta power them. So I'm gonna start. Do you want to put power poles down the middle on these?
Yeah, let me
Or on the sides.
find a place that I feel like putting them.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine probably in a similar configuration.
I'll start wiring up the output pipes. Where are those gonna go?
I'm realizing that power lines could have also been part of the base blueprint,
Yes. Yeah, they could have.
but it's okay.
You need to do it wrong one or more times to know how to do it right.
Oh, absolutely. I was playing around with a little blueprint because I like a particular way of doing the constructors, and I fucked it up like 4 times before I'm like, okay, I'm now happy with this.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. It's like, oh, see, this works by itself, but if I try to duplicate it, all of a sudden clips in. So I have to delete, a splitter here and a cable there, and it's fine. Hi, Nick.
Yeah.
You okay? Yeah, Nick just got done working Veterans Day.
I imagine it was a little busy.
1,200, Nick?
Yeah, that's a lot busy actually.
Yeah. No. Bad creature. I might have to upgrade these to 2 at
Oh.
least, because they are not. They're clipping through your vertical belts.
Okay.
So just to give them a little bit of height. Hello, dear. How are you? How was your shower?
It was good. I feel less gross.
Less gross is significantly better.
I guess generators will probably go off, like in line with the existing ones, out into out into the water there. So I will put some buffers here at the end of this line of doodad thingamajigs over there.
Doodad thingamajigs.
Refineries making petroleum coke.
Yes.
I'm glad you speak whatever rambling my brain is currently doing.
You're good. Why did you connect there? Okay, these bad boys should be hooked up. I just gotta get them to main power.
Cool. And
They are hooked up to main power. They are filling. The only thing we need is sulfur.
oh yeah, sulfur.
Most of these are red. Why are they red? I must have missed a cable somewhere. Yep.
Okay, and I will get a belt with the sulfur coming on it.
That fixed it. Yes. All the red has gone away,
Actually, I suppose I'll need a train with the sulfur as well.
potentially.
And then we'll need to see if the train station we set up actually works.
So really only 4 petroleum coke is what we need compared to all that other shit?
We need 400 petroleum coke, and each of those guys produces a bunch.
120. Jesus. I just genuinely don't remember petroleum coke doing that much.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I'm trying to find that image on Reddit and, search generator. But that's something. So
Aw.
that must be 8 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8. How do you even get them to?
I don't know. I wonder if that's a mod or something.
Yeah, because they're super clipped into each other.
It might be blueprints too. Because you can do kind of silly
Oh.
things like if the center of the blueprint is off to the side, you can then clip
Yeah,
in
yeah,
things
yeah.
that are on the edge of the blueprint into places they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Is the sulfur train gonna be able to get sulfur? I did not name it sulfur train, so I have no idea. Train.
I can't find it,
Is-
but it was super sick. Just browse.
Sorry for the
Is
crinkle
this
crunkle.
train actually gonna pick up sulfur? It's moving. I think it picked up sulfur.
Wonderful.
And I think sulfur is this output, this third freight platform. I think I'm gonna need to do this underneath the first platform. Oh, there's pipes everywhere. God damn it. Can go down this way first, maybe. This quick wire, yeah. Or I could go down this way. Maybe just go along the inside of those columns. 1, 2, 3.
All right, well, it's 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna start getting ready to go. I'll see you guys in like an hour, or just
Okay.
about.
Sounds good. I'm gonna get sulfur connected up to this, and
Awesome.
next time we play, we can spam down a fuckload of power generators somewhere.
Oh boy, my favorite. I've done it a dozen times, and I'll do it a dozen more.
Yep.
All right, see you guys in a minute.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, see you guys in a minute.
Okay, see you later.